All right, everybody, Ben here, back for, as promised, the 1 week lawn renovation update. And as you can see, the Tiftuf, as always, is recovering exceptionally well. I'll put a picture up of the lawn after the completion of the renovation, and you can see, like I mentioned, 7 days later how it is recovering. Super happy with actually how it's doing, as given the temps we're having in Brisbane aren't exactly in the 30s yet or anything like that. We certainly aren't into the peak of growing season yet here in Brisbane, but certainly we're getting enough growth, as you can see, to do a lawn renovation. Now, with any lawn renovation, if you're going to jump into it and do it yourself, or you're doing a client's property, just obviously be aware of the landscape layout or the regular temps you're getting during the day. You really don't want to get into a renovation until you see the lawn actively growing, or you're down from mowing 4 weekly down to mowing 2 weekly, or once a week, as I am here in Brisbane with a lot of my clients. But like I mentioned, we are not smack bang in the middle of growing season yet, so bear that in mind when you're going to do your lawn renovation on your own property or a client's property. But anyway, we'll just go for a little bit of a walk around. Let me know in the comments below, is this recovering like you thought it would? Or are you thinking, no, that's pretty slow in recovery? But and let me know, if you've done a renovation on a Tiftuf lawn yourself, let me know how the recovery went with you. But anyway, also, while we're here, we're going to get some liquid fertilizer down on this lawn just to help kick it along. I will also talk about the irrigation pipe. The irrigation pipe, I hit that because it wasn't originally put in deep enough. There's a pile of concrete under this section. And so I always knew the pipe had been there ever since I started taking over this property. So I knew it was always there. We've just been waiting on an irrigation specialist who'll be coming in the next couple of weeks to dig this pipe right down. I just don't have time to do it. And they're going to be fixing a few other little leaks, etc. in the irrigation as well. I just don't have time, so they're getting the irrigation specialist people in to sort that out and get the pipe right down low where it should have been originally. That way, in the future renovations, I know for sure my poor core aerator will not be puncturing through the main pipe. But that is why, for those who are wondering why the pipe is sitting up so high, I've just left it exposed, like I said, due to the irrigation professionals coming to repair it. So yeah, they'll dig this all up, and I'll just repatch it and fix it up once they've relayed the pipe much lower than what it should be. But anyway, let's go for a little bit of a walk. I'll take you over the area. You can sort of see what's going on. Of course, the more shaded areas are going to be your slower recovering areas. This corner over here, as you can see, and anything along this wall, and especially that back white wall down the back you can see there, that always gets the least amount of sun during the day, so it always struggles. Not struggles, it's just a lot slower to repair or recover at that end of the lawn. But anyway, let's go for a short walk. I'll show you some things that we'll need to address, and we'll get some liquid feed down on this lawn just to aid in the recovery process. So as you can see, it is filling in beautifully. As I noted, there is a bit of mullumbimby cooch popping its head up, as you can see here. And of course, you can always tell your mullumbimby cooch or your nutgrass, as it'll be a different shade of colour, generally a lighter shade of colour to the actual Tiftuf lawn. Now, we do have one little section of nutgrass showing its head here, but that is fine. We can treat that another day. I'm putting down a liquid product today, so I don't want to put down a herbicide treatment when you're putting down a liquid fertilizer treatment, as it'll need to be watered in and it'll just wash the herbicide off the plant. Now, if you have nutgrass or mullumbimby cooch or any grass, any weed variety that is a grass-like variety, make sure when you put your herbicide in, you apply a surfactant as well to it. A surfactant just helps the chemical stick, as these are very sort of thin, small leaves, and they're very waxy, so the chemical can run off them very easily. So make sure you put a surfactant in your sprayer whenever you're treating them. Now, there is one patch over here. I did treat this mullumbimby cooch a few years back, but it looks like it has popped its head up as well. So again, a simple treatment. Now, the product I use for the nutgrass will treat this as well, so we'll knock that on the head towards the end of this week, once we come back here to check on it. So yeah, that's how it's looking. Overall, super happy with the recovery. And again, we're up against sort of tiles over here. Bear in mind, if you have a lawn up against tiles and the tiles get the sun, the tiles will heat up and suck moisture out of the lawn along this area. So keep that in mind if your lawn butts up to anything concrete. But otherwise, overall, super happy with it. Another little bit of Mullumbimby cooch there. That's all good, we'll treat that. But otherwise, yeah, looking fantastic. Now, we probably will definitely get into a mow on this at the end of the week. It is Monday now. So we'll get the liquid feed down today, let that drink in, let the lawn have the week to uptake it and utilize it. And I think we'll come back on Friday and give it its first haircut. Now, if you didn't know, Tiftuf, I've found in Brisbane, likes to be kept mowed low. Generally through the growing season, I mow this at around the 12 mil mark, and in the winter time I bring it up to sort of the 15 to 18 mil mark in the winter time, just to keep some leaf growth on there. But we are coming into the growing season here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, so we're going to start aiming for around that 12 to 15 mil now. And again, a lot of questions I get asked commonly is when to mow after a renovation is done. Now, I can't give you, there's no sort of one set rule, as everyone's lawn variety might be different who's watching this, and also everyone's growing will be different. So everyone's landscape of their house is different. Like, you know, you can't really compare unless you get your lawn is in the same, you know, northwest south sort of thing, and how much sun it gets during the day, etc. And then a big factor is, what was the lawn like, how healthy was the lawn prior to renovation, because that'll obviously change up the recovery process as well. So you might be waiting a bit longer to do your first mow. So don't take it, there's no sort of gospel answer as to when you should mow. Just keep an eye on it. If you're mowing low, if you're using a cylinder mower, you kind of want to get into mowing fairly early, as you'll be mowing low, and you want to encourage that lawn to spread out instead of growing high. But anyway, that's how the Tiftuf is looking behind me. I am super happy with recovery. The color is looking good in it. We'll get this feed down today, give it a feed, come back in the end of the week, and we'll give it its first mow. If you want me to film the first mow on the Tiftuf, which will basically almost be a 2-week update, so I probably will film it as the 2-week update on the Tiftuf. I'll do the mow then, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you smash that subscribe button to keep up with more lawn and garden content coming to the channel. But anyway, let's get the fertilizer out and give it a feed. Alright everybody, so feed wise today we are using a new product from Plant Doctor, and this is known as Lawn Envy. And why I'm using it today is it's just time efficient. Now, in previous videos you would have seen me use the knapsack, mix up all the products, and then apply it out on the line via a foliar spray. But Plant Doctor have kindly brought out 2 different products. This one's called Lawn Envy. There is another one, I'll put it up on the screen, I can't remember the name of it, but these are simple, easy to use hose attachment lawn liquid fertilizers. And the beauty of this one as well, there's your NPK 813, and it's got a little bit of iron in it as well, but it also has a wetting agent, which is really important on your lawn, especially if you get very little rain. Any rain that does come through, you definitely want your lawn to be able to utilize it. So having a wetting agent in here as well is a definite win. And again, if you're really time poor, then having this 2-litre bottle, you can just connect your hose up, walk down onto your lawn, spray it out, take the hose off, put it away, keep moving. So these are really fantastic for anyone who's really time poor but still loves to get out on their lawn and try and maintain it to look healthy. So yeah, they're on the Plant Doctor website. Make sure you use the code MOWTIME10 for any products on the Plant Doctor website, and you'll get 10% off. And you also do support the MowTime channel, so I do really appreciate those who use the code. Thank you very much for supporting the MowTime channel. But anyway, check it out. Go check out the other one as well, like I left up on the screen. Maybe that might be more of the suitable use for your lawn. But either or, we're going to be applying the Lawn Envy from Plant Doctor today. Click it onto the hose and away we go. Now, in the way of square meterage, in case you were wondering, this inside section of Tiftuf is just under 200 square meters, and this 2-litre bottle, like it says down here, covers 200 square meters, so it's just absolutely perfect. Now, not everyone will have a 200 square meter lawn, which is fine. Just if you've got 100 square meters, then put out half the bottle and put it away on your shelf, and in a month's time, bring this back out and put the other half down. So it's a really good way of doing it. Just make sure you give it a good shake and all that sort of stuff, so the chemicals aren't sitting, anything isn't sitting on the bottom of that. But anyway, let's mix this up. Well, not mix this up, it's already pre-mixed. Let's give it a shake, connect it to the hose, and get it out on this Tiftuf lawn. The update on this Tiftuf lawn renovation 1 week after I did the reno. Now, if you missed the renovation on this Tiftuf, just jump back on the MowTime channel and go check it out. If not, I'll leave it up in the link in the description in the corner here, or down in the description box of this video. You can click on that and it'll take you through to it. But anyway, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? How's it looking? You happy with recovery? Are you not happy with recovery? Have you recently done a renovation on your Tiftuf at home or at a client's? Let me know how you went. Love to hear how you're all going, whether it's on your own place or a client's property, how it's all going with you behind the other side of the screen. But anyway, like I mentioned, super happy with the recovery of this Tiftuf. And now we've put the Lawn Envy product down. Like I mentioned, we'll give that a couple of days to soak up by the plant. We'll come back on Friday. I'll do a 2-week update and the first mow on this Tiftuf, and you can see again how it is in, well, it'll be 5 days time, not 7, because it's Monday today. So we'll hit it in on Friday, so it won't exactly be a week, but close enough. I don't mow on weekends, I don't get on weekends, that's my break time, so we're going to come back here and do it on the Friday. But anyway, that's it. Another cracker day here in Brisbane. We have been getting perfect timing little showers coming through Brisbane, and I don't know if anyone agrees with this, but the rain, the lawns react to rain so differently as opposed to just throwing out your own mains water on your irrigation or over it. Like in my own home, I have a setup for the hose to put the sprinkler out of the lawn, and I also have tank water that I can pump out over the lawn too. And when I've used both in my buffalo, there's quite a bit of difference with using actual rainwater as opposed to mains water. It just reacts so well from the little bits of showers and rain that are coming through from Brisbane. If you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments below. But anyway, that's it. I've got to move on to my next hedging job now, which are going to be there for a few hours. So I've got to knock that over, and that'll be the wrap up for the day for me. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button on this and share it to anyone else who wants to do their own Tiftuf lawn renovation. Hopefully the education out of my videos will help them out and give them the confidence to get out there and give it a go. But anyway, as always, I hope you're all doing well mentally and physically. We'll see you all in the next video.